If you're looking for a new duo base, look at this. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's very nice and good, but what's it going to cost to raid it? Well, let's find out, shall we? Okay, so following that massive barrage of MLRS on this base, we can see the devastation that's been caused in this base. And what's even more surprising is actually how it tanked 72 MLRS rockets. That is quite frankly insane. I'd almost say unheard of for a duo base. I mean, you can see we have got a few boxes down here that have been destroyed. Most of the compound is gone. As you can see, MLRS, it is quite inaccurate. As you can see, it's sort of spread all around the base. I'm actually quite surprised it's not managed to actually get into the core of the base. You can see here, this is the third floor, and we go in here. The entire top of the base has not been touched. Neither has the middle core, and neither has the TC floor. Look at that. The entire center of the base destroyed. We've even got one external TC, still untouched. The other two are... You'd never know they're even here. I think this one is still here. Let's have a look. Yep, okay. We have two TCs standing. Obviously, not too sure what else you'd be able to do with this base at this point, but it only managed to get 8 of the loot boxes in this base. You can see there was one in each of the externals. See, there's another one there we've been able to get to. We've only been able to gain access to 8 boxes. We've not even got access to the vending machine. That's crazy. Look at that. I mean, the turrets are gone. We've still got some turrets. I thought I saw 1 or 2 of them were on. Nope, they're all off now. That's fine. We've got access to the lockers. I think it's on this side. You can see lockers there. There's another box there. Technically, we should count that one. As you can see, all the loot's inside. We've not actually been able to gain access to them. Truly, truly astonishing. That's amazing. Okay, so we're going to go for attempt number 1, straight to the TC. Now, obviously, that is on the ground level. I'm going to try and get there as efficiently as I can. Now, the most efficient way to breach this compound would actually be to go straight through these compound walls. It's 2 rockets and a smidgen of ammo. Now, it's going to be a little bit more expensive the way I'm going to go, which is through 2 sheet metal doors and then a sheet metal door on the other side. It's going to cost me a little bit more. There is good reason for that. This compound has a lot of turrets in it and some very nasty angles. So look at that. Look at that Christmas skin. Love it. So I'm going to go through this way, purely to give myself a bit of protection. It also means in an online raid, it's going to be a bit easier for you to be able to breach and to not be killed. So yeah, let's jump through. Perfect. Okay, as you can see, we have access now. Now, you can see through these windows. Very, very nice. We have the first box right here. Now, we do want to get access in here. We do have to be careful. There are turrets quite literally looking down from every angle. I'm going to pummel straight through from here. So, got to remember, from here should be okay. Beautiful. Look at that. As you can see, triangle, square. This is further enough than you need to be to get access to this base. Okay. Now, it's worth mentioning there is a turret right above me. So that's going to be a bit of a pain. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to pummel in from here. This obviously gives me sufficient enough protection from shooting floor. If I get a nice angle back here. Yeah, it also helps anyone, any counters being able to jump in. I'm just waffling. Let's jump in. Ooh, okay, so as you can see there, one of the turrets can now see me, and he's not very happy. That's absolutely fine. I can still try and get myself a good angle. As you can see there from some of the shooting, I was trying to get as much of the sheet metal wall as I could, really to help open up and expose as much of the core as I possibly could. But for now, it doesn't really matter so much. I'm just pummeling into the HQM or the HQM above to see if I can get access to the second floor. But for now, let's just keep pummeling. Okay, and as we can see, that is the TC. So we've been able to fully gain access to the TC, and that is also obviously the core as well. Obviously you can see that that's the boom I've had to use. I'm going to see if I can get there. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Neither of those turrets like me. That's fine. I don't like me either. Let's see if I can get to the core. Let's see if I can wait for it to reload. Okay, don't know why I did that. That was incredibly silly. But I am now here in the base, and I've been able to get access to the TC. I could have shot it out. That looks like that looks like a turret, if I'm honest. So I've taken out the turret inside as well as getting. I can see a box there. Of course, I'm not going to be able to reach that at the moment. That is fine. TC gone. I do want to check that to see if that is a turret. It was. That's fine. Okay. So, can I get... I can. Okay, so there we go. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be a nasty base to raid. I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward. This is going to be cool. Okay, so there you go. That's all the stats you need for getting to the TC. Okay, so now we're going to try and get as many boxes in this base as we possibly can. Of course, going from the roof down is going to be difficult because there's already an insane amount of turret coverage just to get to the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same route as I did before. I'm going to go through the gatehouse and then use that to get a little bit closer to the base, and then we will take it from there. Okay, and as you can already see, we've already gotten the first box here. Now there is the turret right above us, which is absolutely fine. We're going to have to take that out if we want to carry on this direction, so let's carry on through here. Okay, so as you saw before, we primarily went straight into the core. We are going to shoot in the same direction. We are going to shoot right in that corner right there. But instead, we're going to try and take an approach straight into the middle floor. Now, the reason for this is because of the design of the base. it's actually better if we can get splash on both the ceiling and the bottom floor at the same time. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to start shooting. I'm going to show you as we go along. Okay, so you can see we've now managed to get through to the point we want to be at. As you can see, we've got the vending machine right there. So that is the, basically we're sort of opening up. That's the honeycomb gone. We can now get access to the middle floor. Now, I think from here, what I'm going to focus on now is taking out the 2 turrets. They're going to be stopping me from going any further. So you can see we've got a turret right in there. You can see him right there. So I've got a nice clean shot. Got this boy right up here, so I'm going to focus on this guy first, and then I'll get a better angle to take this one out here. So let's 3 rocket these. Okay, so only 2 rockets were needed for that one, probably because of the splash of shooting here, which is absolutely great. So let's take this bad boy out. Okay, so I did decide to take that with HVs. If you had time, you're offlining maybe, it's probably easy just to pick this out. It's on this triangles here, so that'd save you 3 high velocities, but it's only 300 GP, so, you know, worth it for, even just the online is worth it. Okay, so there is another turret right above me I do have to watch out for. I am good in this coverage from here, as you can see. I'm able to sort of work my magic, and I will not be seen. Right, so what I want to do is I want to aim for this part right here. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because it will then allow me to get splash damage above and on the ceiling parts here into the core. Now, doing that means I'll open up 3 floors rather than just the 2. So instead of aiming here and opening up these, I'm going to hit it right here. And that's going to do damage above. And as I sort of progress, excuse me, as I progress through to this wall, I'm going to continue to shoot up into this middle bit, and it will damage that and damage the floor, opening up the core and the shooting floor at the same time. That way, I'm going to maximize my my efficiency, but I'm going to stop talking because you don't want to hear this. You just want to see me do it. So let's shoot through. Just to prove it there, as you can see, I'm shooting right there, and it is damaging these 2 walls at the same time. So you can see 68. That one's not showing at the minute. But if I shoot that, beautiful. Okay. As you can see, it's actually breaking above as well, which is just what I want. Now, getting to this vending machine, we may lose the vending machine. That's okay. It's 1 storage unit. I'd prefer not to, so I'm going to try and get a little bit more of the splash over this way. But, you know, if it goes, it's 1 storage unit. Beautiful. Okay, and as you can see, we now have... He's not very happy with me. That is fine. What I may do then is... I might just quickly HV him out just to make my job a little bit easier. I mean, he is draining himself. This is just going to be easier, isn't it? 3 rockets. Beautiful. Okay. Bro, okay, so like I said, it might be difficult to get to this vending machine. That's okay. We're gonna carry on as we did before. I'm gonna shoot right here in the middle. That's gonna splash above, and it's also gonna help splash below. So let's yeah, let's focus on there. Now I can see a box has already opened up. I'm not going to bother getting it in the minute. I'm just going to keep shooting down. The contents will drop down. And as the box is in there, you can see as well. Okay. Now, I am going to see if I can take a quick peek. Okay, so we've got the 1 golden egg. That's not supposed to happen. Pretend you did not see that. Okay, I've managed to get 5 boxes already. Can we get these ones? Who needs to open doors? Who needs it? Who needs it? Okay. Right, so we've already managed to get 7 of the boxes, sorry. And now we are going to carry on. Like I said, this is 160, that's 406. That's not being damaged yet. As you can see here, the core is already taking damage. This one here particularly is already at 765, but this is the honeycomb. But that's more just to prove the point. So if I keep shooting in here, I may actually start shooting here, quite possibly. That will damage this core, and it means we can go straight down. And it's going to be a lot easier getting into the rest of the cores. So let's make ourselves somewhere nice to stand. And yeah, let's shoot forwards. Okay, thought I was going to have a montage, but this is a lot better. Okay, so as you can see at this point, these are the rockets we've had to use so far. I think we're making good headway. We're making good headway. We'll be through this in no time. And like I said, now this is opened up. As long as I keep hitting here, it's going to damage this garage door. It's going to hit the frame. And it's also going to damage these floor bits here. So I'm just going to keep shooting right there. Beautiful. Just to prove the point. Here you go. Already down. And these are already damaged as well. A little bit less damage as if you're hitting it from, compared to if you're hitting it directly. But the splash damage I'm getting is absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to carry on. Perfect. Are we looking over here? Okay, so this looks like it's the drop down. Okay. Obviously, we'll try and get to there at some point. So I will... I'll do one rocket here. That should help open that up. This is almost done, so we'll focus on that just for a minute. Okay, so we managed to get 17. Correct me. Sorry, I'm wrong there. We've managed to get 18. This is, of course, like I said, the drop down. But we'd have to go through doors. So we've got at least one garage door, 2, 3, 4. 4 and the window, I'm guessing. But as you can see here, these are already at 9. These are less than half health already. And this one's already at 600. So it's not going to... It's probably about 4 or 5 rockets to get through this. And then around 8 to get through the rest, which is just going to be cheaper than going through 3 garage doors. So we'll just carry on that way. And the more booms we do, I mean, I don't think there's any more... I don't think there's any more boxes up here. But this is already at... Is it 399? 62 HP. So if I get a little bit more damage done there, the battery's going to finish. And then the turrets and the rest of the base should be good for me to go and mess with. So I'll do one more rocket. And then I'll probably just focus the rest on that point there, just to maximize the damage. So, let's... How are we looking? 7. Okay. Okay, so as you can see there, the explosion has now caused the large battery to show up. So let's take that out with one rocket. And now I'll go and check the rest of the base. Okay, so let's just have a quick look around. And yes, as you can see, all the external turrets are now off. And that means the one insides are gone as well. So I'm going to do very, very quickly. I'm just going to take out these sheet metal doors. That will gain access to the boxes inside there. Okay, and as you can see, that's 20 there. Okay, so now the rest of the loot is going to be inside the base. Now, maybe this is my ADHD stepping in. I got a bit distracted, but while I'm here, it's probably worth us grabbing the loot on top of the base. Best way to get up there I've found is jumping here. Because the basic, obviously these are very difficult to get on, especially if they've got attachments on the wall. But they've almost given you a way to get up from right here. So let's give that a go. There you go. 3 ladders. Let's just check these are off. They are. Cool. And here we go. We've already got to the beds. Oh, as you can see, right, some loot did spawn on here at the top of the base. That's probably from the explosions causing the loot bags to come up to the top. So there's 26 we've been able to get, and we've been able to loot all the boxes up here as well. Now, big sad, we've not been able to gain access to this vending machine. So that is one we will not be able to get access to. You do need the TC, and by that regard, you will also need to grab the externals. Guys, I'm just going to pause here really, really quickly just to let you know I did make a mistake. Vending machines do now drop their loot. So you can get to this vending machine without having to get the TC, but it's going to cost you around 10 rockets or 3 C4 to get to it. So just letting you know, vending machines do drop loot now. So if you think it's worth the rocket, feel free to go ahead. Okay, so let's check out how we're doing in here. We did a loot of these. Perfect. Now we'll want to go through here. So a couple more rockets and we will be through to the core. And just a nice little friendly reminder, this is the rockets we've used so far to get to this point. Okay, as you can see, that's open up there. I'm going to keep shooting just until I open up a few more of these pieces. Okay, and there we have it. Boom, there's another egg. Okay, we're now at 30. Of course, this is there'll be boxes underneath this level as well. 170, 337. Okay, so 3 more rockets, most likely, and we will have the TC and the remaining boxes. So let's grab right. Okay, boom. Okay, so one of the storages came down here. How are we looking? Lovely. Lovely. 33. We are still missing one. Of course, we've now got the TC, which is perfect. 509. Oh, that's not good. 100. Okay. One more rocket. One more, and we are good. Triangle. Okay, I'm not far enough away, so let's do that. Triangle, triangle. Oh, this is more than far enough. Okay, and there we have it. So I've been able to gain access to 34 of the boxes in this base. I do need to check my math on that, actually, but that's fine. So here's the boom I used to get to this point. I have not been able to get to the externals, but from what I can see, there are no boxes in there anyway. It's more of a flank basis. I've been able to gain access to everything on the roof, and I've been able to get through using this many rockets. So yeah, overall, it's a very, very cool base. I do like how much it tanks, especially from MLRS. And unless you have sort of an intricate knowledge as to how this base works, your best bet is to go straight into the core. But that is the downside of having this octagonal sort of shape, is that all you need to do is focus on that one spot right in the middle, and you have access to 6 different rooms at the same time. And if you do, like I did there, and you have a wall frame in the middle and you're shooting that, you can get splash damage done to all 3 floors at the same time. So not great, but you know, every design has its weakness. So there we go. Let me know what you think. Guys, I want to say a massive thank you for getting through to the end of the video. To do that final raid costs 222 sulfur nodes. So if you do want to raid this base, if you do see it on your wipe, that's how many nodes you're going to have to farm just to be able to get the loot from this base. And that's not even the top vending machine. That's another, as I said, a few more rockets on top. So Dust, phenomenal base. Thank you for giving me the chance to raid it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.